Guys, what's going on? It's Slacker here, coming to you with the 8th episode of the Kansas City duo with Goldglover. He's the Detroit Lions. I'm the Kansas City Chiefs. Right now, we are 11-1 going against the Baltimore Ravens. This will be a home game. Last week, we did win AFC Defense Player of the Week with Reggie Ragland. He had 12 tackles, 3 sacks, and a forced fumble. Definitely had a great game, and congrats to him. He's a young player, so we're excited about that. Next thing I want to bring to your attention is the Kareem Hunt ordeal. Basically, same thing. Going to do the same thing that the Chiefs have done and get rid of him. However, if I release him right now, I'll pay a penalty, and some other team can pick him up and use him. So basically, we're just going to put him on the depth chart way down so he doesn't play. Because, you know, if you haven't seen what he did, you can go over the internet and you'll find it. But I'm going to look for some other players at running back right now. We might end up drafting a running back. We will take this Humphrey guy off of the practice squad. We're also going to add Bo Scarborough from our own practice squad to the roster. So as I said earlier, we might think about getting halfback this year in the draft, because we just lost our #1 overall halfback, and I don't know what to think about the offense, honestly, because we've been giving Kareem Hunt a lot of rushing attempts. He's had a lot of yards. He's kind of our every down back, and I don't think we have that anymore. So we might need to go draft one, or we might just try to find, you know, a committee of runners and try to do it like the Saints do, and just have 2 really good running backs that can, you know, play off each other and make each other better. So we are going to look at most of the corners that we can. Going to try to finish out a bunch of corners here. I think we will probably get a corner this draft. However, our defense is playing pretty well this year, so not sure I fully need to invest in a bunch of defensive players. But if we can find a decent corner pretty late in the draft, then I think it'd be worth it. There are a few corners back here that I wouldn't mind taking a crack at. The 7+ press from Dean up there would be pretty good. So yeah, that's what I'm doing now. I'm switching the roster positions. Kareem Hunt is not going to be even on the starting roster. Spencer Ware, I'm actually not going to re-sign, so I'm going to put him down there as well, so that the players that actually do play get some playing time.
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, the MVP of Super Bowl 47, Joe Flacco, and the Baltimore Ravens do battle with Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A minute ago, Arrowhead was rocking. The offense led out by All-Pro tight end Travis Kelce as the Chiefs get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
Baltimore starts off with the ball. Alex Collins going to get to the left side there. Going to get a first down on the very first rush of the game. 1 rush for 11 yards to start the game for Alex Collins. Ravens weren't able to do anything else. Forced to punt. We're going to see what Patrick Mahomes can do.
In the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
So we're going to try a little bit of a different technique here. Damian Williams is going to get most of the carries, the bulk of the carries. He got 8 yards there. We're also going to try to use him in the passing game as well here. I'm basically just going to run those 3 running backs that I have and try to see what they do. Scarborough and Humphries is in now. Mahomes trying to pass it to Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill wide open. The pass was just severely offline. So Patrick Mahomes throwing an interception on the first drive.
Team talking about it to each other.
Damian Williams again with bulk of the carries. He's going to get a first down here, bringing him to 30 yards for the game. Back to pass, looking, not finding anybody. Mahomes going to break 2 tackles. Finally going to get tackled. Going to get 8 yards and a first down.
Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he's learned better there.
Williams in motion. Going to get Humphrey Jr. on the left side. He's going to get it open. Stiff arm there. Going to get a huge gain here in the passing game. Again, we're going to try to use them in passing, in running. A bunch of motion. We're trying to use multiple running backs. Scarborough's going to get a first touch here, and he's going to take that in for his first ever touchdown.
Scarborough with his first career NFL touchdown, and the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead.
We're just trying to get them as much touches as they can. If we cannot use, or if we cannot have to draft a halfback, Willie Snead over the middle, this could be a huge gain. Not going to get it in for the touchdown though. And we actually stop the Baltimore Ravens after that huge gain. We end up stopping them, and they end up having to settle. Here's that stop on 3rd down. Going to be open, going to break a tackle, but not going to get into the end zone. Baltimore is going to have to kick a field goal. Chiefs are going to go up 7-3 at the end of the first quarter. Next possession, the Chiefs are back, looking. Mahomes over the middle to Watkins. He's going to get the first down. Pretty big gain there for the Chiefs. Mahomes back to pass again over the middle to Tyreek Hill on a 3rd and 7, converting for the first down. 2nd and 5, Kelsey's going to get involved. He's going to truck the safety. He is taken down, but that gets them into scoring position. Mahomes back. We're going to run a screen to the right side. Damian Williams is going to get in the end zone. That's going to be his first down, or his first touchdown this year.
Damian Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Chiefs add on to their lead. Getting your back involved
To the football, we just saw another example arriving there to help knock down.
Flacco is going to get another possession. He's back, not fighting anybody. He's going to get sacked from behind. Huge sack by D. Ford, causing the Baltimore Ravens to punt on 4th down.
So quickly, Charles, what could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see.
Watkins is going to get a decent 16-yard return there. Nothing too good. However, we'll take the extra 16 yards. Huge defensive play here. I thought I had Watkins wide open over the middle, batted down by that Baltimore defense. Baltimore trying to make something happen of their own. Going to be user intercepted from Nelson. Stevie Nelson, that is his first pick of the game. Huge interception there on defense. Basically just straight out jumped the wide receiver here. Got in front of him, went up, caught it at the top of its peak.
Safety position to hold him to nothing.
And Brady, remember when the free safety was always
Patrick Mahomes trying to make him count. Gonna find Hill wide open on the right side. That's gonna be a first down as well. And the Chiefs are rolling. You do end up getting stopped, and 4th and 2, gonna have to kick a field goal, putting us up 17-3. Baltimore Ravens trying to make something happen. Alex Collins going to get the draw, going to truck Eric Berry. Very surprising Berry doesn't bring him down. However, after a sack, they are forced to punt it. 4th and 15. Sammy Watkins going to get a pretty big run here. He's going to find the left side, use that speed. Huge return by Sammy Watkins with under 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Mahomes is back. Gonna find Watkins on the right side. Finally breaks deep. He is gonna get shoved out of bounds, so no. So they're gonna stop the clock there.
On first down, Mahomes.
Conley gonna get a huge catch over the middle as well. That's gonna be a first down. 50 seconds left in the second quarter. Gonna hit Kelsey over the middle. He's gonna get thrown in the end zone. Kansas City touchdown.
Travis Kelsey, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime
24 points, 228 passing yards, and 101 rushing yards. I'm not actually seeing really a downgrade. Damian Williams, another huge run here. He's really carrying his weight. He has 10 rushes, 62 yards. He's really carrying his weight, and honestly, I think the offense, like Conley over here, I think the offense is almost better without Kareem Hunt. We have a lot more opportunities. Pumphrey's going to get a touchdown here. So all of our running backs have scored this game, and I'm actually really liking running 3 running backs, passing, running, putting people in motion. I'm really loving the offense the way it is. So Kareem Hunt is actually not that big of a downgrade. McMillan's going to get a sack here, however, throws him down by the face mask. That's going to be 15 yards. Baltimore is going to get pretty good starting position.
So that flag will cost him 15. Longer than it normally is.
Flacco back to pass, going to throw it. Crabtree, diving catch. That'll be a first down. Baltimore on the move. Flacco back again. Another diving catch by Brown this time. That's going to get him a first down as well. Alex Collins going to get a delay. Nice juke there. That's going to be a first down. And Baltimore's rolling at this point, getting close to the red zone. On 3rd and 15, Flacco back, throws it up. Steven Nelson, another pick. That'll be his 2nd pick of the game. Huge pick right there. That's his 3rd of the season, 2nd this game. Steven Nelson has come to play. Pumphrey gonna get the carry. He's gonna find the hole. Gonna take it for a huge gain. He's got 61 yards on 4 rushes and that touchdown from earlier. Williams gonna find the right side. He's gonna find the sideline.
20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Kansas City.
Huge touchdown run there. I'm honestly loving having pretty much 3 running backs that do whatever they want. They all catch, they all run, they're all quick. I'm really liking it. Gonna get Flacco for a sack here, causing him to be at the 3-yard line. Trying to get to safety here. It's gonna bite us by sending all of the blitz. Alex Collins could get a huge gain here, putting him up to 94 yards for the game. Baltimore trying to do something with that big gain. Throwing over to the left to Williams, their tight end. He's going to get a first down. Keep the drive going. We are now in the 4th quarter. Baltimore still trying to make stuff happen. Williams going to catch another one. Runs out of bounds, stopping the clock. They weren't able to get in the end zone, so they're going to try to kick a field goal here, making it 6-38.
And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. Hit that knockout blow. They had to settle for
after a Kansas City punt. Ravens trying to put some more points on the board. Crabtree trying to help that cause. He's going to get a huge gain and the first down. Flacco back, throws it to the left side to the tight end Williams. He's going to get a first down as well. On 3rd and 10, Flacco trying to get another first down to keep the drive going. Brown with a sick move to get that touchdown. That was nasty. Huge spin move, completely juking 2 players. That's going to be Baltimore's first touchdown of the game. Oh my goodness. Both players going after him. That spin was crazy. After Kansas City punt, Baltimore back. Gonna throw another interception over the middle. This time it's gonna be Fuller. He's gonna try to get it down. He gets it down to about the 37-yard line. Kansas City, first down. We are gonna go ahead and just kneel it here. We could have easily scored, but we don't need to.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you still think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
So we put up 41 points. We're going to improve to 12-1. We had 367 passing yards, 213 rushing yards, and the 3 takeaways are huge.
To stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. And they'll look to get
Mahomes, 26 of 36 for 72% completion. He did have that one interception to start the game, but he finished with 3 touchdowns. Damon Williams had 18 carries, 97 yards, almost hits that 100 mark. However, he wasn't the only one. Pumphrey had 61 himself in a touchdown, and Bo Scarborough had 13 and a touchdown. So all of our running backs are actually doing pretty well, did pretty well this game against Baltimore, who actually has a pretty good defense. Damian Williams also had 9 receptions for 104 and 2 passing touchdowns himself. Sammy Watkins, 4 for 49. Travis Kelce with that 1 touchdown catch. He had 52 yards. Tyreek Hill actually wasn't really used that much. He had 3 receptions, 41 yards. Not really a good game for Hill, but we didn't need him to have a big game to put points up on the board. Our defense did, decent. I'd like to see more solos, but Reggie Ragland, after last week, actually kind of like a down game from him. He only had 4 solo tackles. We did have those 2 huge picks from Steven Nelson, so that really helped in that turnover department. We had 580 total yards, 702 actual total yards, counting the kick return and punt return, stuff like that. We do win in the penalties and the possession time, which we have all year. Steven Nelson going to get an upgrade, trying to figure out what we want to do for him. Let's just go ahead and throw it on the man-to-man. He came up with those 2 big interceptions. What better can we do to give him more man-to-man? He does go up in overall. Chris Conley also available for upgrade. We're going to throw him on the deep threat because we want to use him with Tyreek Hill in the deep threat game. He does go up a overall level as well. And Donald Pumphrey, after his first rushing touchdown of his career, he, I want to put receiving back, but I think we'd be better off just doing elusive right now. We'll eventually get his receiving up. He's actually not that bad of a receiver anyways. He does gain an overall as well too. So thank you guys so much. We went to 12-1 this week. If you want to see how Detroit is doing, make sure you go over to Goldglover9's YouTube channel. That is linked down below just to see how Detroit did as well. If you guys like this episode, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. If you guys don't like it or have, some criticism on how it's going, make sure you guys comment that down below. I'd love to know what you guys are thinking. Until next time, Slacker out.